When the storm passed, living with bipolar, losing everything, and finding hope. There are storms in life that everyone can see, and then there are storms that happen quietly inside a person's mind. This is the story of one man who experienced both. He was a hard-working, middle-aged man with dreams for his future. He worked a full-time job, held a part-time job, and was going to school to build a better life. From the outside, it looked like everything was moving in the right direction. Then bipolar depression arrived like a storm. The sadness became overwhelming. Simple tasks felt impossible. Getting out of bed required more strength than anyone could imagine. His motivation disappeared, his concentration faded, and the weight of depression made it difficult to keep up with work and school. One by one, the pieces of his life began to fall away. He lost his full-time job. Then he lost his part-time job. Without income, he eventually lost his apartment. The dreams he had for finishing school had to be put on hold because surviving each day became his only focus. Needing somewhere safe to live, he moved in with his girlfriend and her daughter. They opened their home and their hearts to him. For about a year and a half, they tried to make it work. But mental illness doesn't only affect the person living with it. It affects the people who love them too. Finding employment became difficult. While his girlfriend carried the responsibility of supporting the household, he struggled with the daily battle inside his own mind. The financial pressure, uncertainty, and emotional exhaustion created stress for everyone under the same roof. His partner wanted to help, but carrying so much weight became overwhelming. Eventually, her mother stepped in and told him he had to leave. Those words were painful to hear. With nowhere else to go, he entered a homeless shelter. For many people, a shelter can feel like rock bottom. But sometimes, what feels like the end is actually the beginning of healing. Today, he is still living at the shelter while working to rebuild his life, one step at a time. He and his girlfriend are still together. Their love survived one of the hardest seasons either of them has ever faced, even though the road has not been easy. He continues to seek stability, look for employment, and learn how to manage bipolar disorder with wisdom, support, and hope. His story reminds us that mental illness is not a character flaw. Losing everything because of bipolar disorder does not mean someone is lazy, weak, or beyond recovery. It means they are fighting an illness that can completely change the course of a person's life. Recovery isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it looks like getting through one more day. Sometimes it looks like asking for help. Sometimes it looks like accepting that healing takes time. If you are listening today and you feel like your storm has taken everything from you, remember this: your circumstances do not define your worth. A diagnosis does not erase your purpose. Losing your home, your job, or your direction does not mean your story is over. Storms eventually pass, and when they do, healing begins one decision, one opportunity, and one hopeful day at a time. Thank you for listening to Healing Out Loud with Amanda Guidi. If today's episode encouraged you, remember that hope can exist even in life's darkest seasons. Keep reaching, keep believing, and keep healing, because your story isn't over yet.